everybody, this is Angela with We Are Family Homeschoolers, and today I wanted to show you the curriculum that we chose for my 6th grade daughter this fall. So we're going to start out with science. One of her favorites has been Apologia. This is swimming creatures, and she's already worked through probably 2/3 of this book, so we're just going to finish this one up this year. Let me show you some of the pictures of it. Goes through all swimming creatures. Everything in the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the ponds. It's got bright pictures. It has a very conversational tone to it, so she really enjoys that. We do have the workbooks that come with them, and we also have the CDs that read the books to you. So I'll show you what the workbooks look like. Find the section she hasn't done yet. It has journaling pages. It has review questions, more journaling. There's always a Bible verse, one in cursive, one in print. There's always a vocabulary crossword puzzle. In the back of the book, they have little folder book opportunities. You just cut these out, and it has directions on how to fold them together or make them pop out or slide out or whatever they need to do. So she's going to finish up swimming creatures, and then she has chosen to move into Apologia, exploring creation with human anatomy and physiology. So this is also going to count as her health curriculum this year. So I'll show you a little bit of this. Also written in a very conversational tone. She can do this by herself. Okay, so in human anatomy and physiology, the topics covered will be let's see if I can find the table of contents. It escaped from me. Oh, okay, here we go. So there's Introduction to Anatomy and Physiology. This covers the ancient Egyptians, the ancient Hebrews, the ancient Greeks, kind of the history of medicine and the discovery of the body. It covers the skeletal systems, muscular system, digestive, renal systems, health and nutrition, the respiratory system, life in the blood, cardiovascular system, the nervous system, endocrine systems, your senses, integumentary system, lymphatic immune systems, and growth and development. This also comes with a workbook that we're really excited about. In the beginning of the Apologia workbooks, there's a 2-day schedule. It tells you exactly what to read and which workbook pages to do. It's all set up the same exact way. You have a few notebooking pages where you write about anything that you found interesting or fascinating in that chapter. You have review questions. Skeleton, pretty sure she's going to be naming the bones in that one. Vocabulary crossword puzzle. And scripture verse copywork in either cursive or print. In the back of this book are also cutout books that you put together and glue in. Just like that. Moving on. For Bible this year, my daughter's going to be just reading a chapter out of her Bible every day. And then she's going to be working through this book, A Girl's Guide to Making Really Good Decisions. For history, we've chosen to go with Masterbooks, America's Story 3. This is modern American history. It starts out with Teddy Roosevelt and goes all the way to the election of President Trump. So here's some pictures for you. This is also written in a conversational tone, very interesting. It has maps, it's easy for kids to read by themselves. The end of every chapter is a black and white picture section, which they find really fascinating. Lots of historical pictures in here. Okay, that also comes with a workbook, and in the back of the workbook is all the answers. So that's convenient. You can rip the pages out and give them to your student, or you can rip the answers out and put them in a binder for yourself. So the workbook has questions in it. There's also a schedule in the front of the workbook that tells you which pages to read and which workbook pages to do, so that there's no confusion. There's timeline exercises. There's drawing opportunities in here. So for this one, you're going to sketch a blueprint of the houses they made back then. These are about 45-minute lessons, 5 days a week, depending on how fast you read. These are the timeline pieces in the back of the book, and she's going to cut them out and put them on a poster on our dining room wall. Okay, moving on to language arts. We have just switched to Masterbooks, so we're using Language Lessons Level 4. She's about halfway through, so we're going to move on to Level 5 during the year, and then probably around next fall she'll be doing 6, and then she'll move into the writing strands. It comes with Bible stories to read, and she does copy work out of there, and she also tries to replicate pictures. It works on her attention to detail. So this is what some of these work pages look like. There's spelling in here. This is the page they use when they do the Bible stories. She'll copy a verse, she'll draw the picture, she'll write the caption down. There's a story at the beginning of every week. And then there's comprehension questions. And then there's a grammar worksheet every week. There's picture studies in here, and then she talks to her parent about those. They can make their own word searches with their spelling words. And in the back of the book, there are spelling lists and assessment charts and quizzes, everything that the parent needs. There's also more copy work. There's grammar charts if she needs a quick reference. And that's that one. Language Lessons Level 5 is set up the same exact way. And this one has story writing in it, getting your plot and your setting and your characters and your conclusion. This one still has the story at the beginning of the week. Sometimes it's scripture, sometimes it's poetry, sometimes it's a painting study. So this one is, Level 5 is all about writing really good sentences and paragraphs. And there's a picture study for you. There's also grammar included in here. There's letter writing included in here. In the back of the book, you've got all the quick reference grammar sheets, also spelling lists, also answers for the teacher, which you can pull out and put in your own binder so your kids don't cheat. Okay, lastly, we're going to go over math. Since we just transferred into Masterbooks this year, we started her with Level 3 to fill in some multiplication gaps, which she did in 3 months. So she's now on to Level 4, and she's whizzing right through this one. Every week starts out with a story. That's how Masterbooks likes to do it. They show you how they used their math in everyday life. Word problems, multiplication, division, fractions, large numbers. In the back of the book, they have the same thing, all your teacher helps, and reference charts and manipulatives. Oops. So here's a fraction pi. She's actually going to make a little project out of this. She also has these little division cards that we laminated for her. They take her step by step through multiplication and division problems. And we put them on a ring so that she can reference this whenever she needs to. She has some fraction helps in here too. So they have lots of little helps like that in the back of the book. She'll be done with this one about December, and then she will move on into Math Lessons for Living Education Level 5. We don't have this book yet, but we'll get this one in December. This one will include everything fractions, multiplying, dividing, common denominators, improper fractions, mixed numbers. Yeah, it's going to get crazy. So, she's not too excited about that one. But that's what we have going on for 6th grade this year. And as soon as she gets through the books, if she really likes the book, she moves through it quickly, we go ahead and level up in the same year. We don't wait for the following school year. So we really move at the child's pace in our homeschool. All right, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.